Let's see here. The next application. Let the distance covered by a free falling body in the n second is given by s is equal to g by 2 into 2n minus 1. Say it is x. Then find the distance covered by the free falling body in n plus 1 second and also n minus 1 second. In n plus 1 second, distance covered in s n plus 1 is equal to g into 2 into n plus 1 minus 1. So that is equal to g into 2n plus 2, okay na, minus 1. 2 to multiply this now. 2n plus 2 minus 1. Or this is equal to, sorry, g to multiply it easy ga untundi. G to multiply this enta avutundi 2g into n plus 1 minus g. This g is multiplied with this quantity and also this one. 2g into n plus 1 minus. So that is equal to 2g 2 into again multiplied with g 2g into sorry g by 2 g by 2 into g by 2 into g by 2 to multiply this and also g by 2 into 2 into n plus 1 means g by 2 into 2 is equal to g into n plus 1 minus g by 2. Okay, so this is g into n plus 1. So మనకు కావాల్సింది ఇక్కడ g by 2 into 2n minus 1 is given by x0. g by 2 into 2n minus 1 is given by x అన్నాడు. Find the value of distance covered in n plus 1 second. n plus 1 second లో రావాల్సిన distance కావాలి. So this is equal to g తో multiply చేస్తే g into n plus g minus g by 2. Or this should be equal to gn plus g minus g by 2 is equal to 2 is LCM. ఎంత అవుతుందండి? Plus g by 2 కదా, g minus g by 2 is equal to 2 LCM చేస్తే 2g minus g is equal to g by 2. Or this is g into n plus half kada, g into n plus half. So and sn plus 1 is equal sn plus 1 is equal to మనకు కావాల్సింది in terms of g by 2 into 2n minus 1. g by 2 into 2n minus 1 is equal to x. So sn by, see here, sn by sn plus 1 is equal to what is sn? g by 2 into 2n minus 1 by sn plus 1 is equal to g into n plus half. g cancel. So 2n minus 1 by 2 to multiply చేస్తే 2n plus 1. sn is given by x. x by sn plus 1 is equal to 2n by 2n plus 1. So this is the value. Because distance covered in n second is equal to x అనుకున్నప్పుడు in n plus 1 second is sn plus 1. Ratio of these two quantities is equal to x by sn plus 1 is equal to 2n minus 1 by 2n plus 1. Okay na? Right. Next application చూడండి. For a freely falling body, the distance traveled in nth second, sn is equal to, say it is x. Distance traveled by the freely falling body in the nth second is equal to x. But what is the formula for sn? sn is equal to g by 2 into 2n minus 1. ఇది x అని ఇస్తుంది. దీంతో మల్టిప్లై చేయండి ఎంత అవుతుంది? g by 2 into 2n gn minus g అంతేనా? gn minus g is equal to x. gn minus g by 2 is equal to x. Okay na? Then what is the distance traveled? Distance traveled in n plus 1 second is given by sn plus 1 is equal to, come on tell me, g by 2 into n is replaced with n plus 1 minus 2. Again the మొత్తాన్ని g by 2 తో మల్టిప్లై చేయండి. g by 2 into 2 is equal to g into n plus 1 minus g by 2 into 1 means g by 2. Okay na? This is equal, it is multiplied once again g with gn plus g minus g by 2. For our convenience, this can be written as gn minus g by 2 plus g. దీని ముందు రాస్తాను, ఇక్కడ రాస్తాను. But what is the value of gn minus g by 2? Gn minus g by 2 is equal to x. Cut Sn plus 1 is equal to, what is the value? X plus g. Okay na? Alani, let the distance traveled in n minus 1th second is given by Sn minus 1 is equal to, come on tell me, g by 2 into n minus 1 second. G by 2 into 2 into n is replaced with n minus 1 minus 1 is equal to, it is multiplied again with g by 2. G by 2 into 2 means g into n minus 1 minus g by 2. So that is gn minus g minus g by 2. But మనకి ఏంటి కోసం gn minus g by 2 minus gn రాయొచ్చు కదా, ఇది ఇక్కడ రాస్తాం. But what is the value of gn minus g by 2? gn minus g by 2 is equal to x. Therefore this Sn minus 1 is equal to, what is this value? X minus g. So remember this, in n minus 1 second distance traveled is equal to, what is it? X minus g. In n second distance traveled is equal to x. In n plus 1 second distance traveled is equal to x plus g. And for every second the distance traveled by a freely falling body is increased by how much? G. Okay, now remember the point. In case of freely falling body, the distance traveled must be increased by a factor g for every second. G for every second. So note చేసుకుంటారు the point. ఏంటిది? For freely falling body, the distance traveled must be increased by a factor g for every second. For every second. Remember the point, very important. Next one more application. So you know, what is the distance travel, ratio of the distances traveled by a freely falling body? 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds and so on. 1 is 4 is 9 is 16 is and so on kada. But in case of first second, second second, third second and so on, 1 is 3 is 5 is 7 is and so on. But it is asked that what is the ratio of the times taken by a freely falling body to travel first 1 meter, second 1 meter, third 1 meter and so on. First 1 meter, second 1 meter, third 1 meter and so on. See here, first one, it is a freely falling body. This is the ground. Let the body is dropped from the point A where the velocity is equal to 0. Initial velocity becomes 0. Suppose here, let it is falling downwards means in the first 1 meter, suppose distance traveled is equal to 1 meter. Time taken by the freely falling body to travel first 1 meter is equal to, say, it is t1. T1. Again, in the second 1 meter, 1 meter. In the second 1 meter, the time taken is equal to t2. Again, in the third 1 meter, the time taken is equal to t3 and so on. Okay na? Then, what is the ratio? T1 is, T2 is, T3 is and so on. This is the question. What is T1? It is the time taken to travel first meter. T2 is the time taken to travel second meter. T3 is the time taken to travel third 1 meter and so on. So let us derive the formula for T1 is T2 is T3 and so on. But here the required ratio is equal to, this is root 1 minus root 0 is root 2 minus root 1 is root 3 minus root 2 is and so on is equal to, and so on is root of n plus 1 minus root n. This is the required relation. T1 is T2 is T3 is equal to root 1 minus root 0 is root 2 minus root 1, root 3 minus root 2 is and so on is root of n plus 1 minus root n. Then how to solve it? First one, in case of first 1 meter, this is B, C, D and so on. Very careful. So for AB, the distance of freely falling body, distance is 1 meter, time taken is equal to t1 seconds, but from the relation SC is equal to ut plus half AD square. What is U? 0. Then SC is equal. What is the formula? Half G T square. Half the T square. From this, T square is equal to, what is it? 2S by G. 2 into S is equal to 1 meter by G. That is equal to 2 by G. Or this implies T is equal to, what is the formula? T is equal to root of 2 by G. Okay? Next, let us derive the formula for T2. T2 kavala. But from B to C it is not a freely falling body kada. ఎక్కడి నుంచి తీసుకోవాలి? A to C తీసుకుందాం. Total time from A to C is equal to, say it is T2 dash అనుకోండి. ఎంతండి? T2 dash. T2 dash find out చేస్తాం. ఆల్రెడీ T1 known కదా. Then T2 ఇప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? T2 dash minus T1. T2 is equal to T2 dash minus T1. ఓకేనా? కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ from A to C no, T2 dash is equal to, what is the formula? T is equal to, T square is equal to root of 2s by G కదా అవుతుంది. T2 dash is equal to root of 2h by G or 2s by G. That is root of 2 into, what is S? 2 meters by G. ఓకేనా? లేదా this is equal, ఒక రూట్ 2 బయట తీసుకొచ్చాను అనుకోండి, root 2 into root of 2 by G. But root of 2 by G is equal to, what is value? T. That is equal to root 2 into T. Okay na? T2 dash is equal to root 2 into T. Therefore, T2 is equal, what is it? Time taken to travel the second 1 meter is equal to, ఈ T2 కావాలి అంటే ఈ మొత్తం నుంచి వాల్యూ సబ్ట్రాక్ట్ చేయాలి కదా, అంటే ఎంత అవుతుంది? T2 is equal to T2 dash minus T1. T2 dash is equal to root 2 into T minus T1 is equal to T. So here T is common. T into ఎంత అవుతుంది? root 2 minus 1. Yes, that is the value of T2. Once again from A to D, also the total time from A to D is equal, from A to D time taken is equal to T3 dash. Therefore T3 dash is equal to root of 2s by G. This is equal to root of 2 into S is 3 by G, or this is equal to root 3 into root of 2 by G. That is root 3 into root 2 by G T. Now T3 is equal to, ఎలా చేస్తాం? ఇది ఒక్కటే కావాలి మనకి. T3 is equal to, ఈ మొత్తంలో నుంచి ఈ వాల్యూ సబ్ట్రాక్ట్ చేయాలి అంటే ఎంత అవుతుంది? T3 dash minus T2 dash. మళ్ళీ క్వశ్చన్, ఇది ఇక్కడ నుంచి T3 dash and this is T2 dash. కానీ మొత్తంలో నుంచి ఈ వాల్యూ సబ్ట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తే T3 వస్తుంది. కానీ T3 is equal to T3 dash minus T2 dash. T3 dash is equal to root 3 into T minus T2 dash is equal to T2 dash is equal to root 2 into T. Once again T is common here. Root 3 minus root 2. Common చెప్పండి. What is the ratio? T1 is to T2 is to T3 is and so on is equal to, T1 is equal to T. లేదా T is also equal to, what is the formula? Root of T is T2 is equal. T2 is equal to T into root 2 minus is T3 is equal to T into root 3 minus root 2 is and so on. Okay na? But అన్నిట్లో T వాల్యూ కామన్ స్కాన్ చేయొచ్చు. ఈస్ట్ అంటే బై కదా ఇది, కానీ T వాల్యూ కామన్ స్కాన్ చేస్తే ఎంత వస్తుంది? సో దిస్ ఈజ్, చెప్పండి, 1 is root 2 minus 1 is root 3 minus root 2 is and so on. లేదా this is equal, this can be written as for our convenience, this is root 1 minus root 0 right sir? Root 1 is equal to 1, root 0 is also equal to 0, 1 minus 0 is equal to 1 right? And this is root 2 minus root 1, root 1 is also equal to 1, is root 3 minus root 2 is and so on. సరిపోయింది. చూడండి ఇలా ఈజీగా గుర్తుపెట్టుకో, 1 0 2 1 3 2 ఒక్కోటి ఇక్కడ పెరుగుతుంది, ఇక్కడేమో తగ్గుతుంది కదా ఇది. కానీ రేషియో t1 is t2 is t3 and so on is equal to root 1 minus root 0 is root 2 minus root 1 is root 3 minus root 2 is and so on. Okay, so this is very important, but here the derivation is not necessary. Remember the last formula. Okay Randy, come on, note down. Suppose a body dropped freely from a height h. It dropped freely from a body dropped freely from a height h. This is data, and this is the situation. A is the initial point where the body is dropped freely, and B is the point where the body strikes the ground. Here, what is the velocity of the body at A? A freely falling body means initial velocity V is equal to 0. Also, it is given the body dropped from a height h above the ground. H is also a known value. Then find with what velocity the body will strike the ground. With what velocity means final velocity. The final velocity with which the body strikes the ground means we will find out the value of t. Here the known values are u0, s is equal to h, it is also a known value. We will find the value of final velocity. Which equation we can take here? V square minus u square is equal to 2as. Therefore, from v square minus u square is equal to 2as, v square minus 0 square is equal to 2, a is equal to g and s is equal to v square is equal to 2g or v is equal root over 2g. Come the final velocity with which the body strikes the ground, v is equal to root of 2g. And second one, what the time taken by the body to reach the ground? Here h is the known value. H is the known value. We are having the time relation, time comma, and displacement and time relation for freely falling bodies. S is equal to S is equal to half h square. Displacement and time relation. Come from S is equal to half a t square. Look, S is equal to h, half a is equal to g t square. 2 is different. 2h is equal to gt square, or t square is equal to 2h by g. T is equal to time taken by the body to reach the ground, t is equal to root of 2h by g. And third one, what is the average velocity of the body in this situation? Average velocity. Average velocity is equal to, v average is always equivalent to u plus v by 2. We know the value initial velocity also, final velocity also. But by knowing the value of u and v, the average velocity is equal to u plus v by 2. So that is u0 plus v is equal root of 2gh by 2. Okay, or this is equal root of 2gh by 2 కూడా రూట్ లోపల తీసుకెళ్ళి ఎంత అవుతుందండి 4. Again 2 1s 2 2s. Therefore average velocity is equal to what is value? Root of gh by 2. Average velocity is root of gh by 2. ఎప్పుడిది? When a body dropped freely from a height h above the ground, find with what velocity the body strikes the ground. V equal to root of 2gh. In what time the body strikes the ground? T is equal to root of 2h by g. Find the average velocity in this situation. V average is equal to root of gh by 2. But అలా కాకుండా next one, let a body drop freely so that freely falling body drops so that it takes a time t seconds to reach the ground. But a freely falling body takes t seconds to reach the ground. T seconds to reach the ground. Here t is transferred. It is a freely falling body. A is the initial point where u equal to 0 and b is the final point. Okay na? Again it is given t is the time taken by the body to reach the ground. T value is there. In terms of u and t, what is the formula for final velocity with which the body strikes the ground? V is equal to u plus a to u 0 కదా a equal to g. So ఎంత వారండి? V is equal to g. Correct. Final velocity of the body at which it strikes the ground is gt. And second one, at what height from the ground the body is dropped? H value కావాలి. From s equal to u to the half a d square, u becomes 0, so s is equal to half g t square. Come the height at which the body dropped, h is equal to half g t square. And third one, find the average velocity. Average velocity is equal to u plus v by 2, u 0 gt by 2, so that is equal to gt by 2. This is formula for average velocity. Okay na? Okay na? ఇదేంటి ఫస్ట్ కేస్ కి సెకండ్ కేస్ డిఫరెన్స్ ఉంది. హియర్ ఇన్ ద ఫస్ట్ కేస్ ద బాడీ డ్రాప్డ్ ఫ్రమ్ ఎ హైట్ h. ఇన్ ద సెకండ్ కేస్ a freely falling body dropped some certain height. Height is unknown value, but it takes the ground in what time? T seconds. అక్కడేమో t is the known value, but in the first case h is the known value. In terms of the height, final velocity v equal to 2gh, time taken v equal to 2h by z, average velocity equal to gh by 2. In terms of the time, final velocity v is equal to gt and height h is equal to half gt square, average velocity is equal to gt by 2. Okay na? And again, one more application regarding to freely falling body. ఇంకోటి అర్థమైంది? రెండు ఫార్ములాస్ చెప్పండి. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ అప్లికేషన్ ఇన్ కేస్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్రీలీ ఫాలింగ్ బాడీ. వెరీ ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ టాపిక్ అండి. Kinematics లో motion in a straight line or mechanics. In the entire mechanics concept, motion in a straight line is the heart. Very easy and also interesting. Logical brain ఉన్న స్టూడెంట్స్కి అయితే ఇట్స్ వెరీ 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 ఈజీ. అలా ఫింగర్ టిప్స్ చేసుకుంటే పోతారు ప్రాబ్లమ్స్. ఒక బటన్ లాగా ఫీల్ అయ్యామనుకున్నాం అనుకోండి, చాలా కష్టంగా ఉంటుంది. ఒక వాల్యూ ఇస్తాడు, ఇంకో వాల్యూ కనుక్కోమన్నాడు అంతే. ఈ 4 ఈక్వేషన్స్ వల్ల v equal to u plus ad, s equal to ad plus half ad square, v square minus c square equal to 2as, sn is equal to u plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. Yeah. In these 4 equations, for freely falling body u 0 and a equal to g, ఏదైనా రాసుకోవచ్చు. అర్థమైంది? ఒక ఫార్ములా నుంచి ఇంకో ఫార్ములా ఎలా డెరైవ్ చేస్తామని మీకు ఇంకో డౌట్ రావాలి. సార్, యావరేజ్ వెలాసిటీ ఫార్ములా ఏంటి? యావరేజ్ వెలాసిటీ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఇంతకుముందు చెప్పుకున్నాను, టోటల్ డిస్ప్లేస్మెంట్ బై టోటల్ టైం మీద. మరి ఇక్కడేమో u ప్లస్ v బై 2 అని రాసాము. ఎలా సార్ ఇది? మీరు కన్ఫ్యూజ్ చేస్తున్నారు. ఒక్కరు కూడా అడగండి. Actual definition for average velocity means it is nothing but the ratio between total displacement and total time. అది చూద్దాం చూడండి. v average is equal to total displacement. What is its value? అయితండి ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఇక్కడ డ్రాప్ చేస్తున్నాం కదా. Total displacement is h by total time taken by the body to reach the ground. Root of 2h by g, or this is equal h into, ఇది ఇంటూ చేస్తే ఎంత అవుతుంది? రూట్ ఆఫ్ g by 2h. లేదా ఈ h ని కూడా లోపల తీసుకెళ్ళాం అనుకోండి, రూట్ ఆఫ్ h స్క్వేర్ ఇంటూ g by ఎంత అవుతుంది? 2h. h కి స్క్వేర్ క్యాన్సిల్, సో రూట్ ఆఫ్ gh by 2. ఇదే కదా వాల్యూస్. చెప్పండి. But as per procedure, average velocity is equal to total displacement by total time. But by knowing the values of u and v, just average velocity is equal to u plus v by 2. Simply ఇది చేసుకుంటూ వస్తాం. ఎలా చేసినా ఇక్కడ కూడా చూడండి, average velocity is equal to total displacement by total time. What is the total displacement? h by total time is t, but we don't know the value of h here. What is the value of h? Half g t square by t. Here t is square cancel, that is equal gt by t. Average loss is equal to gd by t. Okay na? అర్థమైందా చెప్పండి. So once again, one more application in case of freely falling body. ఇక్కడ ఏమంటా అంటే suppose the next application is a body dropped from certain height. A body dropped from certain height. It takes a time t1 seconds to reach the ground. T1 seconds to reach the ground. But while freely falling downwards, after a time t2 seconds, the body momentarily stopped. కిందకు వస్తుంది కదా ఇది జస్ట్ మధ్యలో ఆపేసి. And again the body is released from that point. It reaches the ground in t3 seconds. ఓకేనా? వాళ్ళు అడిగేది ఏమిటి అంటే t1 t2 ఇస్తాడు, find the further time taken by the body to reach that ground. క్వశ్చన్ క్లియర్గా అర్థమైతే ఆన్సర్. ఫస్ట్ ఏమంటాడు, సపోజ్ ఏ బాడీ డ్రాప్డ్ ఫ్రీలీ ఫ్రమ్ certain height. It reaches the ground in t1 seconds, but after t2 seconds it is stopped and again released. Find the further time taken to reach the ground. Find the further time taken to reach the ground. So this is the diagram. Here let the body drop from the point A, so that let it is dropped from a height h అనుకుందాం. It reaches the ground in what time? t1 seconds. t1 ఇస్తున్నాను, t1 సెకండ్ లో గ్రౌండ్ కి వస్తాం. Therefore ఏ నుంచి ఆ కిందకి వచ్చేటప్పుడు let the body stop after a time t2 seconds from the start. t2 సెకండ్ ట్రావెల్ చేసిన తర్వాత ఇక్కడ ఆపేటాడు, స్టాప్ చేసి అక్కడి నుంచి మళ్ళీ రిలీజ్ చేసేది. Find the further time taken by the body to reach the ground means t3 value కనుక్కోవాలి. But here the known values are t1 and t2. Known values are t1 and t2. అర్థమైందా కాన్సెప్ట్? చెప్పండి. t1 minus t2. సపోజ్ ఇక్కడ టోటల్ హైట్ విత్ ద బాడీ డ్రాప్ తీసుకుంటే h అనుకుందాం. h హైట్ నుంచి డ్రాప్ చేసి the time taken by the body to reach the ground and from A to C is given by t1. t1 equal to form 9 root of 2h by t. లేదా that implies t1 square is equal to 2h by g. 2h by g. లేదా h is equal ఎంత అవుతుంది? g t1 square by 2. g t1 square by 2. ఓకే, ఫ్రీలీ ఫాలింగ్ బాడీ కదా ఇది, మొత్తం హైట్ h అనుకుందాం. ఇక్కడ AB లో డిస్టెన్స్ ట్రావెల్డ్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు h1 అనుకోండి. ఫ్రమ్ B to C ద డిస్టెన్స్ ట్రావెల్డ్ ఈక్వల్ టు h2 అనుకుంటే h ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ ఎంత అవుతుందండి? h1 ప్లస్ కదా, h ఈక్వల్ టు h1 ప్లస్ h. బట్ హియర్ g/2 కాన్స్టెంట్. h is directly proportional to t square area of a freely falling body. From A to B freely falling body and A to C freely falling body, B to C is also a freely falling body. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So h is equal ఎంత అవుతుంది చెప్పండి? g t1 square by 2. h1 is equal ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఇక్కడ ట్రావెల్ చేసే టైం కాబట్టి ఎంత రావాలి g t2 square by 2 plus h3 is equal g t3 square by 2 g by 2 common is cancelled. Then t1 square is equal to t2 square plus t3 square. మన t1 t2 నో వాల్యూస్ t3 కావాలి కాబట్టి t3 square is equal ఎంత అవుతుంది t1 square minus t2 square or t3 is equal root of t1 square minus t2 కదా t1 square minus t2 square. కాబట్టి this is the formula for further time taken by the body to reach the ground. Okay, అర్థమైంది అది further time taken by the body to reach the ground in terms of t1 t2 is given by t3 is equal to root of t1 square minus t2 square. Note down.